Okay, welcome to the slideshow today. I want to just go over for a few minutes some of the things that we're going to show today and kind of the plan to move forward with online response. We've all heard about things that haven't been up to par and ways that we can improve our education here at Valhalla. And let's take a look at how to do this online. It has been said that the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago and that the second best time is right now. We are behind when it comes to online education at Valhalla. It's no secret, but we do need to act now, and now is never a better time. Let's take a look at some of the ways that we can do this and how we can implement online education and stay true to our cultural values here at Valhalla. This is a symbol that not too many of us look too fondly on. We get to know that the state tests have been a bugaboo for us in recent years, and we've been beaten down a little bit by it. So as we approach them in the future years, let's see if we can come up with an alternative that will actually make it a more pleasant experience in getting ready for it. People have panicked. It's time to say, let's calm down and look for an answer. What is this answer? And so often when we look to technology, it looks like a panacea, but people get very upset that this is supposed to swoop in and save us. All these options, all these ideas. But the truth is there are some good ones out there, and we need to kind of consider taking a look at them. TED Talks, Khan Academy, some of these are third party, some of them are free, and some of them are extremely expensive. You could probably guess what direction we're going to head into. As we head into an online version of education, some of these words that jump out at us do sound like buzzwords and things that might not be the cure-all that we hope for, but certainly if we step back and look at what we're trying to accomplish, this is a big part of things. So many choices. One of the things we did as a committee was look at many different choices so that you didn't have to. And what we decided was there are a couple different ways to go, but when we think about our options, we always keep cost in mind, and that makes the administrators very happy. As we said, cost is an issue, and actually there's so many good free options out there. And free in this day and age in 2014 does not equate with being incorrect or even of low value. Something called a MOOC, a massive open online course, is one of the best ways that we've discovered through trial and error. There are so many good MOOCs out there at this point. They are all free. They sometimes can offer college credits in the future, but that's getting ahead of ourselves. Massive online open education courses are just as they sound, opportunities for students to get involved above and beyond the classroom, and in many cases, a chance to blend traditional education with an online presence. The other one that's similar, also free, and you've heard the name before, iTunes. They present iTunes University. And if that cap doesn't say scholarly, I don't know what does. But if you look at it there, you'll see that this is another free course, free options, and they do range. And this will be something that teachers will have the opportunity to experiment with. Not every iTunes University course is a good one, and certainly there are some great ones out there. And there you have it, the biggest selling point. We've become quite cynical with budget matters, but the truth is, if it's free, we need to look at it, and it presents this perfect paradigm, right? Very low risk, high reward. The opportunity to quit the program if it's not working out and to adapt midstream instead of getting locked into something that's far more expensive. These are some of the names of courses and prestigious universities that run courses internationally and nationally, and as far as regionally as well. These names have gone on board with iTunes U and some MOOCs, and really the tip of the iceberg has just been gotten in terms of these two programs. We've all heard teacher-centered learning and student-centered learning. If you're going to online education, it better be for student-centered. And that's the approach that we're going to take with MOOCs and iTunes U. You see these very complicated graphics that really basically mean that our students need to be leading the way. We'll be guiding them, of course, but they need to be able to be student-centered and learning in charge of their own learning. And that's what they are. They're a couple of steps ahead of us already. So let's embrace that. And let's point them in the right direction of things they might not otherwise look at, MOOCs and online courses. What's the goal? Improved education, improved literacy, test scores going up, And these aren't panaceas, as we've said, but they can certainly move us in the right direction. We've heard the staircase of complexity. This staircase is one that gradually, and through a program that will be not overwhelming to veteran teachers and new teachers alike, will step by step go through a process where we have training, low-cost PD, some optional moments, and some iPad mini implementation as we go through the process. That face says it all, and that's obviously what we're hoping for. This is a very short version. I'd be happy to take questions after, but the moral of the story here today is, through low-cost, high-reward, and low-risk options of MOOCs and iTunes University, we here at Valhalla hope to implement a blended education, one that doesn't just focus on test scores, but certainly improves them along the way. Thanks for listening.